Alright, so it's finally time. The BMW has been rebuilt and we need to go for our road trip. Anyways, so not to spoil where we're going just yet, but let's start off by going to the fuel station. So right now the car is on pretty much on empty. Fuel reserve, that means I have about 56 kilometers of range and we're gonna fill up. So for this trip we're gonna put 1,000 for fuel, which is what we have now, which is at about half and quarter, right? 3/4. Now I can tell you guys where we're going. So we're not going very far. We are in Somerset. We are going to Hermanus, and for this trip we are actually gonna be using what do you call it? The whale route, Clarence Drive. Should be about 80 kilometers, I think, roughly there. But yeah, one thing that I've been falling short of is actively recording. But yeah, I am trying to put them together. But anyways, so we left pretty much immediately after the 1,000 and fuel. We'll get to see how much of it we use. Yeah. Anyways, weather-wise, it's a pretty nice sunny day. Oh, by the way, the reason we're doing this trip is during this week, it was my daughter's birthday, and then 3 days later, it's my partner's birthday. So June is an expensive month for me. Rip to Father's Day. Anyways, we make the best of it. So what I decided to do for their birthday is the weekend we do something big. But anyways, so this is our first official one, and that's why we're going to Hermanus. Just keep this in mind. As you join Clarence Drive, you will see those two cameras there. The speed limit is 60. Keep that in mind. But yeah, so for our drive, it is a nice sunny day. We're going to be doing about pretty much the speed limit. The goal for this video as well was to show you guys just how fuel efficient this car can be, because I am driving with my family, so I am more careful and pretty much much more safe. This is Clarence Drive for those of you who have never seen it in Cape Town, just by Gordon's Bay. Most of the drive on this route is ocean views. As you can see, it is just amazing, and the road itself is nice. It's smooth, it's full of curves. This is where I actually go and play with the car when I want to test something. Unfortunately, this is also the place where I got into the accident with my Nissan Micra at the time. But for that drive though, I was going for a night sky view, so I was not speeding, but there was construction which I did not know about. That is the insurance thing that they refuse to pay out. I do have a whole repair video. You can find it up on the description for that. So for this, unfortunately, I will not be playing the video that was played, the sound that was playing on this video because of copyright reasons. So I do have the background music that's currently playing. It's music that I make, so let me know what you guys think. Here's the thing. One thing you need to understand about this road is, just like you, most people here are tourists. They're gonna be driving slow. They want to enjoy the views. If you're in a hurry to get somewhere, this road will definitely not be for you. You'll be doing way less than the speed limit here, as you can see. But apart from that, the car is doing amazing. Range went up. We are now at 450. Which is kind of an advantage about being stuck behind someone driving very slow. I mean, we are doing 40, and this is a 60 zone if I'm correct, 60 or 80 zone. But yeah, other than that, due to driving this slow, you get to really enjoy this drive, which is the point of Clarence Drive. Now, another thing that I did forget was, another point of making this video was to plug you guys with some cool places to stop. I do know there is some sort of a hiking down beach, where you trail down, but I did not record that. Anyways, this is Royals, the place that we're seeing from so far. I do like coming here to record. There is a nice spot on the side of the road. It's nice, it's massive. On the last video on the BM High Mileage, I recorded it right here. And just like that, Funny enough, the moment you pass Royals, you are kind of down with the Ocean Drive, but this road takes you to my favorite place. So after Royals, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but after Royals there's a place called Pringle Bay. Oh, I love it. Again, range has not changed whatsoever, and we have done like 5 or 10 more kilometers. Very fuel efficient. I didn't intend on overtaking anyone. Oh wait, there she is. Oh, Pringle Bay, my love. I'm gonna buy a house here. It's kind of a promise to myself. There is a nice ice cream spot that me and my partner come here for. Oh, it is amazing. Oh, and I eat beautiful. Anyways, today we're not going to Pringle Bay. Our first stop is Betty's Bay. But my oh my, I will definitely buy a house here. Now, something that I did not know was Betty's Bay is less than 10 minutes away from Pringle Bay. Before we even went too far, we were in Betty's Bay. By this point, I had already turned because by the time I looked at the map, it was like you're turning in 200 meters. So I thought it was still a bit far, but what we were coming here for, there is a penguin colony thing here. Penguins 1 kilometer. That's exactly where we're going. I haven't been here before. But yeah, and yes, BMWs do have indicators. So here, I did not know what I was gonna find. I didn't know what I was gonna see, but no regrets whatsoever. So when you get there, there's a nice restaurant here. Unfortunately, we did not try it. We are gonna go back for this one next time. But it's really quite simple, hey? You have a nice parking spot, and then there's a place where you can just go enter. But one thing that you should keep in mind, entrance is not free. It is 45 bucks for adults and it's free for children. I forgot the minimum age, but my daughter is 3 and she did enter for free. But other than that, it is amazing. What I mean by that is, apart from the penguins and everything, the air is clean, it's nice and warm, and but yeah, my daughter was so happy to see this. She kept calling them birdies. I was like, girl, that is not a birdie. But yeah, the restaurant is called On the Edge. If you want to check reviews before you go there, I suggest you do. I did not go in and try it, but the food from there, it smells so nice. We paid our 90 bucks and then we went in. It is lovely here. The person who owns that house there, the white one, they actually have access to come in here and just relax, at least from what I see. But I'm assuming that they need to deal with penguins if they do leave their sliding door open. So the penguins are not exactly restricted here. They are able to jump up and go out. There is a road sign that says, hey, beware of penguins crossing. But other than that, there are a bunch of other animals here except the penguins. There are a bunch of salamanders and these other things. These things, they look like rodents. And look at this guy. It's like a tiny crocodile. Anyways, so yeah, those are there. So I'm gonna play a couple of clips for you guys here so you can see it is amazing. I would love to come and just walk on this place. Now, my one complaint about this place is the walk is not long enough. Like, it is such a nice romantic walk, but it is short. Alright, and just like that, we were off. We are back to the main road. Again, the ocean is not yet too close, but it's not too far. We've pretty much been about 3 kilometers of range in the last 15 kilometers. Not 15, maybe like 5 to 10 again. As much as the ocean is far, the views are still amazing. It's still a nice, amazing drive. Like, no need to speed. It's that road that just, you know, relax and go for the drive. Alright, and just like that, from Betty's Bay we get to Claremont. I have never known where Claremont is. I always hear about Claremont on the news or the weather in the morning on my way to work. But yeah, Claremont has a ghetto kasi vibe. I mean, like, once you get to a place, you see Pep, you see ShopRite, like, you just know that, hey, we know who lives here. Which, funny enough, we were playing a game with my partner that for your places like Pringle Bay, Betty's Bay, there are no non-affordable houses, if you get what I mean. So we're like, everyone who works there, where do they live? And that would be Claremont. And again, as you can see, just like that, we are back on the open road. The ocean is far on the horizon. And I finished my snacks. We're just there for the drive. I was not using cruise control, but that was really no matter. A bunch of kilometers later, you turn to join the main road to Hermanus. That's why you see that whale coast route sign over there. This was the road to our next stop. We were going to a place called Benguela Cove. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this was where we had intended to have our lunch. So by this time was around 11:12, which kind of lines up with that. And it was not too far off once you turn and join. Ooh, a Porsche. Once you turn and join the main road, and here we are. Unfortunately, we were not able to have lunch here because the restaurant was put off for a competition. They did tell us by what company, I forgot. But yes, the place was booked off. Oh, I love this Audi driver here. This person is my spirit, and if they just parked it, left it there, they didn't even bother to get it straight. Love it. But yeah, so this was packed. We had to leave. Honestly, I was low-key happy with Benguela Cove not being available because there's a restaurant I've always wanted to try out. It's called the Duchess. It has like a beach setting vibe where you can kind of sit on the beach, order your food. Unfortunately, that was marked as temporarily closed. So yeah, that didn't work out. So my last option now, because I've exhausted my two options, was a restaurant called Pier 3 Restaurant. I was suggested to by someone at work. It's right at the Hermanus Waterfront. So technically speaking, we would have then arrived at our destination. So as we were walking there, my partner saw a restaurant that she wanted to try called Fusion. Zero regrets. I had one of the best fishes I've ever had there. That fish was amazing. This is Hermanus Waterfront. My daughter just could not wait to go and play over there. I am not one for cameras, as I said when this video started, so I did not take the picture of the food and all that. But yeah, And after that, we went to go check out the place we will be staying at. Again, unfortunately, I'm not a person for pictures and videos, so I do not have a lot of pictures about the place, but it is called the Little Villa. My honest review of the place is it's alright, but they did not tell us it's not kids friendly. We were on the top floor on a roof that makes noise for people underneath, but that was fine though, because we spent most of our days outside. After getting our keys, checking in, we immediately went back to the waterfront, where my daughter was very happy to be there for those swings. While we were there, I was able to kind of spot a whale, so yay. Other than that, it was a nice family sit out at the park. Zero regrets, it was amazing. Alright, it's the following day, it's time to go home. So we went to a restaurant called the Station Bistro. So here we wanted to have breakfast. Again, amazing breakfast, loved it. 10 over 10 rating. Will definitely not mind to come back again. Amazing service. But yeah, it is time to go, so let's get to it. There's our time, 11:27. We are leaving Hermanus. So for going back, I decided to not use the whale route and we go via the N2. Reason is there's a market called, what is it called? Yes, it's called Elgin or Elgin, E-L-G-I-N Railway Market. I thought there were trains, but I did not see any. Luckily enough, I did not tell my daughter we're going to see trains, so thank God for that. Again, unfortunately, I did not record anything on the market, but it was very anticlimactic. I did buy this ice cream that I'm holding. It was nice. But yeah, it's not a market that I would say I want to go back to. It was alright, like you can go check it out. It's meh. It's okay, it's a market. If but yeah, so that happened. After this, we did decide to go through Grabo, which I did not record. Pretty interesting. And then not too far off from Grabo, we were on the Celoris Pass. So when you're on the Celoris Pass, you get to have this nice, beautiful view of the Helderberg area. Unfortunately, in this case, it was covered in fog, so that view, well, is not viewing. Other than that, this is a nice road. Pretty much I just let the car roll from here all the way down. After Celoris Pass, we're pretty much home. It's about 5 minutes to home. So yeah, pretty much that's it for this video. Of course, we do need a conclusion. We got home just around 2 and we only used quarter tank of fuel. We did roughly close to 200 kilometers, if not more. Say about 74 to go and about 80 or so to come back, excluding all the traveling. I would say she did well. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I will make the next road trip way more informative so you guys can learn what I learned as I go. But for this one, yeah, cheers.